welcome to this corner of my room that I never film in, even though it's kind of my favorite corner of my room because it has my bookcase and it has my mirror, which has my things inside of it. Nope. Oh gosh, I shouldn't have opened that. So today I'm going to talk about my favorite things of this summer. So for my favorite things this summer, clothes. Start with this shirt. I like this shirt. I got it while thrifting with my aunt in Florida. It's pretty nice. It's flowy. My mom says it's an old lady shirt. Prove her wrong, please. My other favorite clothing item is this hat. I got it for Christmas, but I didn't really start wearing it. It's a Graeters Hat. For those of you who don't know, Graeters is an ice cream store. They have a lot of locations, but they're located in the Ohio area. Their ice cream is very good, and this hat is also very good. I like it because nobody knows what Graeters is. I live in California. Who's been to Ohio? Who knows what Graeters is? What? I think it's very fun, and it's good for hiking, which has been another one of my favorite things. I really, really adore hiking, even though it's kind of hot this summer. Now let's talk about books. So my first favorite book of the summer is, it really wouldn't be a summer complete if this wasn't my favorite book of the summer. It's Summerland by Shaban. I don't know how to pronounce his name, which is a shame. I should have looked that up. But it is just, oh my gosh, I love this book. It is an outstanding novel. I really like it. It's kind of more middle grade than YA, so I mean, some people are like, I don't know, aren't you a little old or whatever, but I'm not. I'm really not. I notice new things every single time I read it. It's such an intricate story. It's here's a brief summary. It's about this kid who plays baseball, and it's really good. It combines a lot of really interesting mythology, specifically like Norse mythology is very prevalent, as well as Native American mythology, which is like kind of the base, and just like baseball. I'm not really a sports person. I've never loved baseball. Going to my brother's baseball games when he did Little League was such a chore, but I love the way this book talks about it. It's such a magical thing. I don't know what makes this my favorite book, but there's really just something about it that's so special, and it feels like a friend. It feels like a hug. I've read it every summer for 3 summers now. Yeah, I think this is my 3rd, and this is the first summer that I bought a copy, and I thought I was going to get a paperback with the ugly cover, but I got a hardcover with this beautiful old cover, and this book means something to me, you know what I mean? It's important. I don't know. I really like it. It was published in the year of my birth, so there's something. Please just read it if you haven't. I don't know how to explain to you why this book is good. It just is. Another book I really like a collection of books, I guess, is everything that Neil Gaiman has ever written ever. That sounds like an exaggeration, but since May, I've read almost all of Neil Gaiman's books ever. My personal favorite is his short story collection, Trigger Warning. I think all of his short stories are really, really excellent. There's just something about them that like you get into the world and the story is told, and then you're satisfied. You know what I mean? You're satisfied by the world. His novels are also really, really great. I remember really enjoying American Gods when I read it. And I also, The Ocean at the End of the Lane, I was shook. I don't know why. It's not even that intense of a novel. It's a very it's not a calm, there's like action and it's kind of like scary or whatever, but it rocked me. I don't know why. It just felt like a deconstruction and a reconstruction of all of the novels I read as a kid, all of the middle grade novels I've ever read, deconstructed and reconstructed into this book. It was a time. But yeah, if you're looking for a good read, Neil Gaiman short stories are definitely where it's at. Now the third book I have kind of ties into the last one, kind of ties into something I'll talk about a little later. I'm not actually done reading it, but it is Good Omens by Neil Gaiman and Terry Pratchett. Oh my gosh, I never want this book to end. I'm in the middle of it. I know what happens because I saw the miniseries, but like, it's so wonderful. The writing, brilliant, brilliant. It's just, The story, hilarious. Like, literally, there's so many little moments, and you're like, I don't know, how do people laugh? I don't laugh when I read, I just like look at it and I'm like, that was good. But it's just really enjoyable, and I don't know. I'm so happy with this book. Like, I had to wait for it. There were like 3 holds in front of me, and I'm reading it, and I love it. Now we're gonna talk about music. At the beginning of the summer, I went through a really massive Lorde phase. My favorite songs of hers, I like Ribs. I like Perfect Places. I really enjoyed her music. 400 Lux. Literally, Pure Heroine gets me. You know what I mean? It's like, I feel very seen by her music, which is weird because like I'm 16 and I don't really do a lot of teenagery things, but her music just feels very teenagery, and I don't know, it makes me want to do proper teenagery things, you know what I mean? Why am I not breaking into buildings with my friends? Yay, vandalism. Don't do vandalism, kids. That was a joke. That was a joke. Don't do it. I also really like mxmtoon's The Masquerade. Prom Dress, bop. Seasonal Depression, bop. High and Dry, bop. So there's something. And I've also been getting back into Conan Gray because The King and Checkmate are both incredibly salty songs. Weird thing about me, I like salty songs. I like angry songs are okay. Sad songs are most of my diet, but a good salty song where the person's like a little bit vengeful. The playlist I've been listening to the most this summer is a playlist I made. It's called Real Teen Hours. I'll link it below. It's got Lorde and Conan Gray and mxmtoon and like Alessia Cara. It's got some Alessia Cara. It's got Maisie Peters and Dodie. Audrey M and Lauren Marie, 2 people that I know who are very, very talented, and their music really touches me. Okay, and then the final thing we're going to talk about is miscellaneous entertainment. Yeah, I'm going to start with YouTube. Guilty pleasure. Yeah, no, it's 100% a guilty pleasure. Is it Joey Graceffa's Escape the Night? I know, it's such a crappy... It's not, though. The production value is super high, but sometimes the plot is like, oh, I cannot believe, you know what I mean? Because it's reality TV. When you boil it all down, it's just reality TV. And I'm not a massive reality TV fan, but Escape the Night is really cool, especially for me as an actor and as an improviser, to see like the way the people who play the monsters, you know, like the professional actors act. And then I watched season 3, and I thought that Matt did an amazing job. He was just really, really good. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of a fantasy of mine to like be on a show like that, where you've got like the game show element and the story element, and it's kind of super freaking cool. It's a little more than guilty pleasure, okay? I love Escape the Night. I said it. It's actually good. And I watched that because it was free for a couple weeks this summer. I think it's still free right now as of today, but I don't know. I would highly recommend checking it out. It's very good. Super good. Killer. The next YouTube thing I have to mention is very different from Escape the Night. I think I had to start with Escape the Night and get that out of my system. The next show I'm going to talk about is Journey to the Microcosmos. It's videos of microorganisms, like super zoomed in so you can actually see them moving around, with this really pleasing music in the background. It's like lo-fi. And Hank Green, low-key ASMR narrating it, but it's not ASMR, because I hate ASMR. But he's just like narrating it, and it's like a really chill nature documentary. And I really like it because I love science, and it's something I find really interesting. And the episodes, which are usually like in 8 or 9 minutes, are just a really nice way. I've watched all of them. You know how rare that is for me to actually do? You know how often I'll subscribe to like I don't know, a YouTube channel, like a science YouTube channel. I'll be like, this is so cool, I can't wait to watch all of them, and then I never do? Well, I've actually watched all of these. They're very relaxing, they're very high quality, and they're just very well done. So I would highly recommend Journey to the Microcosmos for all of you who are interested in microbiology, and for all of you who just like to have a nice, good old relaxing time at the end of the day. Next thing, sort of similar. It's not on YouTube, but it is a video series. It's Good Omens. Who am I kidding? It's 2019, and I'm on Tumblr, so of course I love Good Omens. No, it's actually kind of funny, because at first I wasn't going to watch it. You know what I mean? I was like, because I was on Tumblr, I re-downloaded Tumblr at the beginning of the summer. Do I regret it? Absolutely. Will I delete it again? No. Why not? Come on, Claire, do it. So I was on Tumblr, you know, the series gets dropped, I think it was end of May, early June. I'm scrolling through, and all of a sudden, every single blog, no matter if I was following them for good drawings, or a cool podcast content, or nice pictures of space, or what the heck ever, was posting about Good Omens. Every single Tumblr blog was posting about Good Omens, and I was like, okay, sometimes Tumblr goes through weird phases. We're just gonna forget about it. And then 2 weeks later, they were still doing it. So I got a free trial on Amazon Prime. I used my school account, which is probably illegal. Oopsies. But I deleted it before I had to pay money, so it's fine. And I watched it. And then I watched it 2 more times. Yes, that's right, kids. Your girl has watched Good Omens a total of 3 times. Oh my god. I don't know why I like it so much. It's just good. Like, it's just such a fun, goofy little... It's not even little. It's a very massive plot. There's lots of subplots. And the thing I like the most about the series, especially now that I'm reading the book, is how much love was very obviously poured into every single little detail. I really, really respect the lengths to which Neil Gaiman went to make sure that the show was like what Terry Pratchett would have wanted. Like, I watched this interview with him, and it's just all of him saying, oh, Terry would have liked this, Terry would have liked that, and it's such a beautiful thing. Like, it's really, really sad. But it's such a good show, and I think one of the reasons it's so good is because of the love that was just unloaded into it. Alright, last thing in this kind of miscellaneous category, throwback to when this channel was called Oh My Miscellanea, we don't talk about that anymore, is Duolingo French. I recently hit my 100-day streak on Duolingo. I'm learning French. I'm not very good at it, but we're getting there. I'm fluent in Spanish and English, so it's not super hard. You know, like, it's a leap, but it's not a flight. If that makes any sense? Yeah, like if you're looking to learn a language that has the same characters as English, because I've heard someone was trying to learn Mandarin or Arabic or something, and it was just really garbage. Well, if you're trying to learn English or French or Spanish or German, Duolingo works fine. That's not all of the things that I like this summer. Obviously, I am a very passionate person and I like very much. However, it is some of the things that I liked the most. So, I hope that you enjoyed this little video of me talking about things that I like. And have a nice day. Bye!